What can happen next? This year's not starting that great. Airline blotters? We can't make this shit up. And whatever you do, don't do a G. All this next on Cabin Pressure with Sean and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure. So, what's been going on, Sean?
Dude, everything in the world's going on. The sky's falling, the mountains are burning, the world is turning upside down. I mean,
So you had the same kind of week I
there's a lot of people in this world having a lot of crazy shit happening right now. I mean, the show we were talking about how we're putting it together. We don't even know where we're going to start with this stuff. There's just so much stuff happening in the current events that it's just,
I felt like it was
crazy.
airline blotters this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of airline news. I mean, there's so much airline news going on. The whole,
It literally was blotters. I mean, there was so much stuff. I was writing this stuff down. I was like, you got to be shitting me. It just kept coming.
Yeah. This is, it's crazy. I mean, but hey, just to start off, like my recap of what's happening with me, dude, just working on my books right now. Still, I've got a couple of different ideas in the works right now. And, something that I didn't talk to you about that like just happened last week that this is like, you're going to be like, it's going to throw you back in your seat right now. But I got this anonymous text last week and it was from this gal that I had messaged in 2018 and it was through Ancestry. And I'd been, people don't know on this show and our personal stuff, whatever, but I don't know who my biological father is. And this text came through saying, hey, I got your message. I just saw this. I apologize. I see that you tried to message me twice. Can we talk? So I'm thinking, this is a scam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. I'm just following you right now.
Right. I'm just like, I'm thinking this is, wait a minute. So I'm like, well, who is this? And tell me your name and let me look it up on Ancestry and look at the whole thing. Right. Well, one thing led to another, man. And guess what? This lady is my cousin. She's one of my first cousins.
Really?
She knows my father.
Oh my God.
And I found my father and he's alive.
That's crazy.
And he lives in Chicago.
That close.
That close.
That is crazy.
I mean, it's just, it was mind blowing, man. And this happened like I was just we were getting ready to go, travel last week. And it was the night before and I was scrambling to get everything done. And then I get this text and when I was just like, your mind's spinning, man. I couldn't get any sleep last night. She called me and we actually got on the phone and she gave me a whole list and like told me who, my father and my uncles and my aunt and how many cousins I've got and all this family I've got over in Chicago. And we swapped some pictures and stuff. And I got to see like recent pictures of my father. Like,
you had to have a moment though. I mean, that's gotta be freaking crazy.
Dude, it's mind blowing. I mean, you're just,
all these years,
like all these years, I'm 59 and a half years old. And I've been looking for this man for, since I was 40 years old. I mean, it's a long story and
it's amazing he's still alive though, Sean.
One of the things I've been like thinking about is I've been thinking about writing a book about me, just my whole life story about this whole thing. And I did not think that my biological father was going to be alive. Yeah. I thought, my mom's 80, she's getting up there. So the likelihood of, Mim don't live as long and all that stuff. And I have found a new sister a few years ago. You knew about that, right?
Yeah.
So new sister, that's a whole nother story, but that adds to my whole story about this adventure. And it's wild. It's just wild. I mean, it's just
now, but are you going to make contact?
I'm going to try to, because in the end of the story that, I found out that he has early set dementia.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, things
That's really
things
sad.
are
It
things
really
are
is.
falling off, and what he can remember and what he can't. And so it's just it's an interesting story. At the same time, it's just mind blowing because your head spins about the whole thing because you're just like, and it just happens like.
I wonder just what he looks like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Does
I
he
got
look
pictures.
like you? Yeah, I know.
I got pictures. I'm gonna show you the pictures and stuff. But yeah, it is wild. But that's what's been going with me.
Well, yours a pretty cool week.
Well, yeah, cool. I mean, cool, interesting. Like
That's pretty cool, though. You think about it. I mean, you go all this time and you not know about your dad, and then you find out that they still
yeah. I'm actually anxious. Like when I connect with anybody that I find, like cousins and all this stuff, I try to reach out. Like I try to go visit, get to know people,
Yeah,
you know,
you've
make
always been like
contacts
that.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to hesitate. Like this gal that talked, my cousin that talked to me, she lives in Dallas, and guess what? She's a Southwest flight attendant.
No way. Seriously?
Yeah.
Past privileges?
Like, yeah, man. I mean, just like the story just gets crazier and crazier when you start putting the whole thing together. But
Ancestry is crazy. My sister did that years ago too, and she said she got back pretty far, but that is pretty interesting.
yeah,
Those people go back.
my mom has done it on my mother's side all the way back to where she has put together that we are related to Daniel Boone. How crazy is that, right?
I can't even imagine you being related to Daniel Boone.
Dude, you know I could wear the shit out of some coonskin hat.
I could see you doing that. That's for sure. There's no lie. I could see you doing that.
That's right. Anyhow, so man, tell me what's been going on with you.
All right. If I could sum up this week, this would be if you had a week that you could bottle it up, put a ribbon around it, and throw that shit away. That'd be my week.
That'd be the week.
That'd be this
man.
week. I'm telling you, man. I'm still. You know, I'm still shaking my head right now because
Right.
there's a lot of other things that happened this weekend, and I'm just, sometimes you just get dumbfounded. You're like, when is this shit gonna stop?
Yeah, I hate when bad things happen. You know, like they always say, what bad things happen in threes, right? But it just seems like when you have that thing that it just keeps coming and keeps coming, it's like, you know.
But when you try to do right things, this is what really gets me, and I'll continue to do right things.
Mm-hmm.
But you do right things, and bad shit just keeps happening.
You're being tested, dude.
No, it was horrible. But anyway, just to give you a little idea. So normally I do turns, and I picked up a 2-day trip. It had it had a layover, and so it kind of went south there. All that weather that was going through the country,
Right.
it delayed us in San Francisco. So we're out in San Fran. We're standing there and we're waiting, and delayed, and then we boarded up, and then we boarded up again, and they delayed, and then the last time they said that we were delayed till 2:50. At that point, we were illegal.
So you did a double boarding out in San Fran, that whole mess. I mean, every flight attendant be like cringing right now. You know, we hate doing this.
Yeah, you get paid, not paid, paid, not paid.
Yeah, well, it's mostly not paid.
Yeah, mostly not paid.
Right.
But anyway, so they had to replace it. We were going illegal, and my crew was really cool. They stayed on board, and we stayed on board so the people didn't have to deplane until the next crew came. They didn't come for about 25 minutes. But anyway, we were illegal, so I'm thinking, finally, I don't get much sleep. You know that.
Right.
So I just brought pajamas with me, and I'm thinking, man, this is going to be a good layover. I don't have to worry about doing anything. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not doing shit. I'm going to go straight to that bed. I'm going to watch some TV. I'm going to get a good night's sleep.
Right.
Well, it started off that way. And so I go to sleep midway through the night, get up just like every other guy does. I got to go to the bathroom.
Sure.
And-
You're old.
Yeah. Thanks, man. But anyway, get up, go to the bathroom. And folks, here's the one thing, the lesson that you learned from this. I had put my suitcase probably 4 inches sticking out from the dresser.
Oh, no.
Okay. And you know, it's pitch dark in the room, and you're going towards the bathroom light. You're like a mosquito going towards a
Stumbling in the
zapper.
dark.
So I'm walking straight, and oh my God, my left toe, the one next to the big one, hit that wheel and snapped that thing. Just broke my toe.
You broke your
My
toe.
freaking toe.
I can't imagine.
I'm like, are you shitting me?
Dude. Dude, was it a scream? Was it a grunt?
No,
was
it was some choice freaking words, and it was not nice. I'm not even going to repeat them on this right now. But
Right.
I was so mad. It don't get me. It's pain,
Right.
Okay, but I was pissed more than pain. And I went in
At
there
yourself.
I looked down, and I was like, "Son of a man!" I looked at that thing, and it was pointing the wrong direction.
Who is the stupid motherfucker that put
Me.
this suitcase?
Me, dumbass me. And you know something, the thing, you wouldn't think of it because you have this big walkway, you know what I
Right.
mean? You have it long, but it was that 4 inches that was sticking out
That's all it takes, man.
and it snapped that toe. And so I spent the next hour putting Band-Aids together because the only thing that you can do is pull that toe for support against the other big toe.
Right.
And wrap that thing up. And then as it throbs, you get to lay there and I'm not enjoying the rest of the night. Sean.
No, you're not. You're not staying. You're not getting any sleep that night.
No, and then I got to get up and I got to work the next day.
Yeah.
So and
How long was your next day?
San Fran back to Cleveland through Denver?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You had another 12-hour day at least minimum, right? Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, man. Woo, I feel for you.
No, I'm not done.
You're not done.
No.
Okay.
So then, as you know, just today, freaking car accident.
No, man.
In my entire life, I just want to tell you folks, in my entire life, I have never, ever had a ticket, ever. Not a parking ticket, not a moving ticket, nothing. I've never had a ticket, ever.
That's impressive because I've had lots. I could tell you stories about all kinds of tickets I've gotten into and got out of.
I'm not even going to get into this whole story about the accident because my blood pressure will be going through the roof, and you know that,
Right?
But it was unbelievable. I mean, it was absolutely unbelievable.
Accidents and these things that happen. I mean, it totally, and that screws up your whole day. And it screws up your karma. You're getting your day started early in the morning, whatever, and boom, this accident happened. And we're not going into any details here, any of that stuff, but you just got to at some point, you just got to be like,
that was
what more?
That was my car, Sean. You know that, man.
I know you just bought this brand new.
I had that thing, and I take care of that car, and
immaculate, right?
Yeah. So anyway, it is now getting fixed, and that wasn't a good day. So now, I missed the trip.
Right.
I don't get paid.
Right. Lose money.
Got to
car.
go back home. Got to call insurance companies. Got to go get it fixed. Got to get rental cars. Got to go through this whole process that you guys know. So it's all a big bunch of bull crap that you got to go through. And then as I'm doing this, I was having a little bit of problem with my balance, a little bit like equilibrium, and then my ear blocked up.
Dude.
My ear blocked up.
Yeah, you got one thing. You got one thing happening right after another thing, right after nothing. Yeah.
So
hopefully it's like in threes and it's done.
No, before I came here, I'm currently sitting here with an ear that is completely blocked. And on antibiotics, and so that's been my week, Sean.
Yeah.
Bottle that shit up, wrap it up, and then throw that in one of them damn bottles and throw it in the ocean because I don't want to see this shit no more.
Yeah, that's not a good first 9 days of the year.
That's the catch-up week, man. I mean, that's a big bucket of suck,
big time.
Oh my god!
And I got to tell you, listen, for all of our listeners out there, if you got an ear infection. Do not screw around with ear infections. If you're flying, man.
Nope.
You get your ass to a doctor, you get some antibiotics, so you take time off, you take enough time off to make sure that is properly cleared, because the one thing you do not want to do as a flight attendant is blow your eardrums out, because we have many friends that have blown their eardrums out. I'm talking, we're on a flight and blood is coming out of their ears.
Yep.
It's
long. It's a long process of
and then you have surgeries and long process to get yourself back into shape with tubes in your ears and all kinds of stuff. It is not worth it. Do not screw around with your ears.
That's what we always tell you, to make sure that you have 12-hour Sudafed in your bag if you ever travel.
And Afrin
too, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a week, Sean.
God, man, I feel for you, man. It's going to be better. It's going to get better.
The only thing that made it that made it better was when I looked at this airline blotters, and I'm sitting there looking at this shit, and I'm like, this has been my life over the last week. It's like it's perfect because all this mixed up bullshit, and this happened all this week in the airlines.
Right.
It did.
What? Give me some.
Social media. This one, it was killing me. So a lot of the airlines, some of the big ones are hiring again.
Yeah.
So some of the smaller carriers are having little problems.
Oh yeah.
So they're hiring, and so they go on these social media sites. Well, they had this flight attendant, and they were in a conversation, and she was texting one of the people that worked for the larger airline, and she had said, "I noticed that a lot of flight attendants from your airline want to interview for the job. I was just wondering why you wanted to leave your airline."
Mm-hmm. What was the answer?
This part kills me. This is about social media, folks. Her response was, well, several of my friends have been applying for your airline, and currently I'm with another airline, but we have issues with tardiness and absence. And we really would think about leaving before it becomes a bigger issue. And we just seen that you guys were hiring.
So they just want to pass that on to the next airline. Just let's bring over our bad habits to another place.
What were you thinking? Seriously. I mean, here it is, a person that's probably going to interview you, and you completely just blew that shit right out of the water.
Yeah.
How dumb can you possibly be?
Well, there are a lot of people out there.
Real dumb. I mean, I was reading that and I'm like, and then the funny thing about it is that you know the follow up parts of there's another person going, hey, listen, I really don't know you that well, but you might want to take that off.
Right.
And she goes, why? It's the truth. And she goes, well,
yeah. Sometimes some things shouldn't be said,
you think?
Especially when you're trying to get a job. Yeah. Tip number one, if you want to get hired with the airline, don't tell them about bad past shit.
Especially if you're talking to somebody from the airline that does the hiring.
Right. Oh, wow. Smart people, man. You can't make this shit up.
Okay, here's another smart person. You're gonna love this one. Remember how you have problems with feet?
Yeah, man. Don't tell me this is a foot story.
Well, it's not exactly a foot story, but it's a little bit worse than your feet.
What's that?
So a business class passenger was banned from one of the airlines this week.
Why is that?
A life ban.
A life ban?
Life ban.
Okay.
What'd you think he did?
Tried to get in the cockpit?
No, not at all. Nope. What he did is that he stood up over another man that was laying down up in the business class seats, and he started peeing on him.
What? Dude. I'm going to tell you right now.
San Francisco to Manila, he pissed on this guy.
The story wasn't man that gets pissed on kills man that pissed on him.
No, he pissed. I mean, you're talking about feet. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you were laying there, next thing you know, somebody's peeing on you?
I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of people trying to keep me from killing this dude.
Okay, here's the other part. The dude.
I don't care what his problem is.
You got pissed on. Stayed in those clothes until they landed.
No.
I'd be in my boxers wrapped up in a blanket, man. Even if I didn't have clothes, I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's nasty.
So this kid's in his mid-20s, all right? So he's getting arrested in Manila. So that's not good.
Uh-oh. Now we're talking foreign prisons and foreign. Dude, we already had that discussion.
And that's the first thing that they said. They said that the way that he's going to be, arrested.
Yeah, prosecuted here in Manila. They
said his life's
they don't treat him the same way.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you pissed on somebody. It's not a good thing to do.
He might be getting pissed on.
Oh my!
He's
God.
definitely going to be pissed off.
All right, this one you're gonna love. Remember we talked about the popsicles flying to Hawaii.
Oh, don't tell me more.
Two
more.
They found two in one of the carrier's wheel wells. Now we sat there and said it's difficult to get one person.
Right?
How in the hell do you get two?
Dude, I have no idea. Like the first thing every time we come to one of these stories is the security part of it. Like, I'm like, how does this person get to that part of the, get to the aircraft and get into the wheel well without anybody seeing them and all, like, how's this happening? Like somebody somewhere has got to eventually say, okay, enough's enough. And where's this security breakdown and why is this happening?
Right. But
we're getting these stories all the time now.
But your wife is a pilot.
Right.
They do walk-arounds.
Yeah.
What's part of their walk-around?
Yeah, part of their walk. So there's checking the wheel wells.
Okay. So the story gets a little bit better.
Right.
So these guys aren't like this guy that was frozen going Hawaii.
No.
Because he was frozen like a popsicle. Well, these two were already decaying.
What?
Yep.
So now,
I'm sorry to laugh,
dude,
but
shit's funny.
This shit is funny.
Yeah, I mean, like now these guys have been in here multiple flights, and there's been multiple crews and people, and nobody's caught this. That's and what's it taking? Well, like how long does it take a body to start decomposing?
But I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But this is a part you're going to love too.
Yeah,
it was on a discount carrier.
Oh no! Come on, pay your $25 and get the seat.
I'm like, what? Pay the $39.59.
Whatever it is.
It's a lot better than feeling a breeze.
Yeah. No, I don't care.
So let's go back to the walk around. So one of the checks in the walk around is what?
Check the wheel wells. Check all the open spots. All the moving parts.
These guys were flying around. They figured out that this plane came from Jamaica at one point.
Right.
Flew like multiple legs.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Nobody realized that there's two bodies up in the wheel well.
Bodies.
And how
did it stay
how
up
they
there?
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if they like tied themselves in or something like that. Like, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't understand why anybody would even think that this is a like plausible way to try to travel. Like,
you guys listen?
Back in the days, jumping on a train, going across country, being a hobo.
Well,
right?
When it slowed down, yeah.
Yeah. All these things feasible.
You can see that.
Yeah. There's even people, they jump into, a boat.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But planes.
Nope.
Plane's going to kill you.
Well, if you didn't think so, seriously, listening to these stories, okay, we're 3 for 3.
Right.
3 for 3. And it's not a good 3 for 3.
No. Stop doing it, people. Those people aren't listening to our show anyways, right?
I was sitting there thinking the same thing. If you know anybody that's planning on doing this, tell them to listen to our show and tell them that this last couple podcasts that we are 3 for 3.
Right.
And it's not a good 3 for 3. And we don't want to we do not want to be 4 for 4.
Please pass on the information that this is not the preferred way to travel. There's so many other different ways to earn
$39 freaking dollars and fly inside the plane.
Have you seen, listen to this. This just reminds me of something. So these guys are trying to jump a free ride onto a plane in a wheel well, but have you seen that kid, I can't think of his Kevin Turan? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So social media kid, he's got a TV show, YouTube show where he actually started off with a penny on one side of the nation. And he traveled from the LA all the way to like the Carolinas to deliver a penny to this other dude, Mr. Beast is his name. Anyways, and every day he had videotaped himself, but he was like figuring out ways to make money. So make that penny into more money, whatever. Eventually, the guy's like doing all kinds of wild things. And with a phone, he was able to get jobs, do Ubers, do all kinds of stuff. He was buying plane tickets and everything.
$39, Sean.
Yeah.
$39. $39. You do not have to ride in the wheel well.
Yeah. If this kid can figure out how to make a few bucks here to buy a plane ticket to get across the nation, come on.
Somebody's going to have to answer for that too, though. Shit.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
No.
Two decaying bodies in a wheel well, somebody's going to have to answer to that.
Yeah. That's just stupid.
All right. Here's another one coming right at you, man. Plane diversion.
Plane diversion.
Yeah, diverted.
Well, for what? What's the diversion for?
A cat shit. Hey, listen.
We got a cat shit story now?
I'm going to straight out tell you. Do you remember Lana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to do work over at Lana's house, and like I said, I'm not a cat person, dog person.
This is a mutual friend of ours, ex-flight attendant.
Yeah, but I was over there in the basement doing some work on her house, and let me tell you that about anybody that owns cats, you guys know exactly how bad this is. So I'm doing some work down there, and I'm like, what is that smell?
Yeah.
And I'm looking around, and I turn around, and there's this cat like hunched up into this little litter box taking a crap. And I'm like, you nasty ass. That thing stunk so bad, Sean. I mean, I had to leave the basement. It was so bad.
Dude, I mean, cats can be nasty, but I've grew up with cats. I've had cats when I was a kid and stuff. I'm not a cat person personally. Like I like to play with a cat for a minute. That's about it.
But could you imagine? I mean, you'd have an airline story. Everybody has their story, right? When you're flying, and they're like, "Hey, I took Fluffy and she shit, and we got diverted."
Dude, yeah. I mean, I had this happen with a dog on one of my flights, but we didn't divert.
I've had a lot of dogs. I had a lady one time took the dog from row 5. Dog shit all the way from row 5 all the way up to the lavatory, Sean. When she came back out, it stunk. The whole cabin smelled. And I'm like, ma'am, your dog just crapped all the way up to the lab. And she goes, he didn't do that. I'm like, well, it's either him or you. Because it was all the way up to the lavatory, and I'm like, oh my God. So we had to get that throw up stuff and put it over it, and it stunk.
Dude, it was so bad. I had a dog that was like in his cage. He had one of those soft side cage. He was a little white dog, and he had diarrhea and went all over the cage, right? And the cat and the dog was, smart. He's trying to get away from it, and he's trying to like wiggle around in this little teeny collapsible cage, and he's white, fluffy, right? So half of him's like chocolate and the other half of him's white. And we smell it up, and like it was up in first class. And I'm like, do you smell that? I mean, we're in the galley, right?
It's
we're
nasty.
like 2-3 rows away, and we're like, do you smell shit? He's like, and nobody went to the bathroom, went into the lab. So I was like, I go in the cabin. I'm like, I look around, I look down, and I see that dog, and that dog's like squirming around. He's got like shit like on his face, and like poor you're feeling for the dog because the dog's pent up in this little thing, and he's trying to get away, and he's it's even bad for him, and so I tapped the lady on the shoulder. I'm like, I think your dog's in trouble, and we proceed to like, you're telling me like cleaning up in the aisles, so we take the whole cage and we get her up to the lavatory. She takes this dog out, and he's covered. So now
Whatever
we're like,
you do, don't tell the doggies at the dog park.
Dude, we put the dog was a small little dog, so we put him in the sink, and we're like, she said, I gave her gloves, and we're washing the dog down, and she's washing the lab, and it is the biggest mess, man, and unbelievable. Little Fifi though, he was happy because we like put the dog bag. We actually put that in a garbage bag. Gave it back to her, like wrapped it up, sealed it in double garbage bags, and said, don't put that dog back in there. Just hold it.
People would be completely shocked at how many times dogs and cats have shit on airplanes.
Oh, dude. The dogs, cat, and people.
Yes.
I've had that too. So I got plenty of people shit stories, but anyways.
All right. How about being struck by lightning?
What? Oh yeah. I've had that.
Okay. When that happens,
yeah.
What happens at nighttime, especially in the cabin?
Huge explosion, bright flash of white light. Everybody's if you're sleeping, you're going to be woke. It's like, it could shake the plane, depending on where it hits.
It's some crazy ass shit.
It's a scary shit.
It is. But it's kind of cool though, too.
It's cool that we're still flying.
It is, but I don't know. It's kind of cool because the whole cabin just illuminates.
Oh, dude, man, it illuminates and all that stuff. First time was like when I was a couple year flight attendant, right? I was on 727. Bam, the thing hit. I mean, everything just lit up, plane shook, everything. We get down on the ground. We got like a freaking like cantaloupe size hole in the side. Like somebody had shot us, I was like, wow.
Go back to that shit smell at that point.
You would think there would be a lot of shit happening.
You'd be checking pants.
Right. Everybody's taking, but yeah. And then, we've been stuck at the gates, man, just sitting on the gate in the plane. Like storm comes over and, as I said, shut down the ramp and all this stuff and got boom, hit right there in the ramp. lightning strikes happen pretty often, actually.
I think they're pretty cool. I mean, I know that they are scary, and I really don't want them to happen. But when they do, and it's just a flash and it illuminates, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, when it doesn't hit you and just close, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
When it hits you, no.
All right, man. We got a Canadian guy on this one.
What's now?
I told you, man. It's like blotters.
Yeah, this is the whole week of blotters.
Welcome to
Airline.
Cabin Pressure's blotter week.
Yeah, this is the shit happening in airlines.
How many jacked up things can happen in airlines in a week?
In 1 week?
Yeah. Okay, Canadian guy. He was arrested at Miami Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caused a disturbance.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to return to the gate. Then he assaulted a TSA officer multiple times.
Dude, that guy.
Battery on a person over 65, so he's a stud muffin because he's beating up on an old guy.
Old dude.
He's got 3 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer.
This guy's he's not going to be flying for a while.
$4,000 bond.
Wow.
And he faces a decade in prison, $250,000 in fine, or both.
Wow.
Well, didn't you have a nice little trip to the airport?
Yeah. You're supposed to be like, the purpose of air travel is to get from point A to point B, but not to do any of the shit he did.
Or be on YouTube or the news.
Zip. Don't even, all that stuff is like, it shouldn't even be happening in our environment. I mean, so stupid.
All right. Gonna love this one. We got a Homeland Security agent on this one.
Oh, now we get the TSA.
Yeah. Homeland Security.
All right.
Okay. So they were caught selling drugs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. TSA, people they don't realize how much stuff is confiscated by the TSA. I mean, there's remember, and they don't do this. Have you seen this lately? Remember when we used to go through early TSA days, like in the beginning and stuff, they had like boxes on the walls, like these like shadow boxes of all the things that they would find and stuff. I haven't even seen an airport that does it anymore.
Well, nowadays, I mean, over in TSA, it's amazing. And even so, TSA has as many cameras as Las Vegas.
Oh, dude, there's every angle you can imagine there's a camera there watching you.
But you always, and I love a lot of our TSA agents and Cleveland.
We've known them for years.
Great people. But on the news, you see those 2 ding dongs that are on camera taking money out of people's wallets as they're pushing it through and they're putting it in their pockets, and they're acting like they're not being watched.
Yeah.
How stupid,
dude.
I mean, it's unbelievable how dumb some of these guys are.
Them are not smart.
Dumb. But anyway, they had seized evidence and they were selling it, and they profited $195,000.
Well, that's why they were selling it, right?
So yeah,
because I know the TSA ain't making that type of money. Right?
Well, he ain't making no money now.
Right.
Making a lot less in the prison. I don't know what they pay them per hour now.
Yeah, these opportunistic things that happen with people. I mean, reminds me of like this story of back in the day when we were doing hopping around Florida and stuff. And there's a story where this happened not on my flight, but at this one station down in Florida, where plane pulls in, and they used to move a lot of Brinks shipments on the planes. You remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have that a lot. I haven't seen that or even viewed that in years. Isn't that odd? It's like, it's kind of like trendy for us. Like we've been flying for a while. So,
well, we do a lot more cargo though now. So,
but you would think like Brinks used to move a lot of stuff on the planes, a lot of cash.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you haven't seen it in years. I mean, I'm just like, right now at this moment, reflecting on that. Like I have not seen a Brinks shipment, but anyways,
it's because the U.S. doesn't have any damn money. Anyway, we're not going to be political, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, we're not doing international flights. They're shipping it to international destinations, right? I got you. All right. So
sorry, I had to get that in.
That's all right. So this plane comes rolling in there, had to bring shipment. They pull into the gate, and normally like these Brinks guys would be like watching it, and it just so happened they swapped these planes and put it at the different gates. So they had the guards guarding the plane, but it was the plane that didn't have the Brinks money on it. And so these baggage handlers decide, they open up the cargo and they see these like stacks of bills. And they're like, whoa. And they look around and they see the Brinks guys over on a different plane. And they decide, yeah, this is smart. Let's do this. And so they start putting it in mail bags and threw it into mail bags and offloaded a bunch of money off the Brinks. All of them went over, threw it in, took it down to baggage claim, took the other bad mail bags, took it over to the mail office, tossed them behind this fence, whatever. And then they all were real smart and decided, hey, you know what? There was like 3 of them, I think, that were all involved with this. And so they just went back and they're like, I feel sick. I'm going home. All 3 of them. Simultaneously.
Oh yeah, put a bag tag on that thing is going to Tampa or something.
Yeah, so then the plane leaves and goes to its final destination where the Brinks guys are there to meet the plane. They open up the plane and there's all this money missing.
Oh no shit, because every single one of them, they're checked off going on and they're checked off coming off.
And so, within like, I'm talking 5-6 hours, FBI's all over every destination that plane had touched. And those guys had already took off and went to some strip clubs. And
it wasn't like Captain Obvious, right? When they were missing all this money and 3 guys went home early.
Yeah. No. This is opportunity.
They made it a little bit easy on
It's kind of like this TSA guy right here. Like he confiscated some thing, thought he was going to be smart.
Yeah, there's one more we're going to talk about, and then we're going to a quick funny story. I was just sitting there thinking about as I'm looking at you. All right, Seattle woman, 33 years old.
Did you call me funny looking?
You are funny. Hey, you got me laughing today.
That's good.
That was an accomplishment.
That's
brother.
good.
Me laughing right now is an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
But anyway, Seattle woman, she was arrested trying to board an aircraft. She passed security and boarded the flight. Hey, here we go again, right? How the hell you get past security?
How? We need to start. Flight? We need some of these backstories of we need the recap to this, or the after investigation story, because it's just blowing me away of how these are happening.
It's unbelievable. I mean, we've talked about this so many times, and the way we board aircrafts and the things that happen on the in boarding. How in the hell they even got past the security? I mean, we go through known crew member, or we go through security. We have to be either in line, throwing it up on there. Somebody's watching us, getting your bags. How in the hell they get by?
I have no idea, man. There's cameras and getting by and all this stuff, and then just the procedures. I've never been with a KC. Have you ever been with through like KCM where it's like 2 crew members walk through at the same time?
No. No, they're like one at a
with
time.
IDs.
Yeah, exactly. One at a time.
It's just, I don't know how this happens.
They don't do it.
It's just, wow.
It does. It blows your mind because it was,
how is it even possible?
And we've talked about it so many times in the last how many weeks. And, and this has happened. That's why I said this week has been like airline blotters on cabin pressure.
Yeah. The 2 big thing that stands out with me with the security thing is okay, all the wheel travelers and people bypassing security. I'm like the lady going through KCM and getting on the plane and getting onto the, how?
I don't know, man. But hey, listen, before we get to our destination, I was sitting there thinking when we were talking, just a funny story came to my head. Do you remember when me and you flew to Nebraska the first time?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. This is a story right here.
Sean went to school in Nebraska.
Yeah, I went to UNO, University of Nebraska in Omaha, and this is fairly early in our friendship, and we and me and my boy here, we went to. I said, you know what, I want to show him a good time because I know this town inside and out at this moment because it had just been a year or 2 since I'd left.
And we were really young too. So
yeah, we were young, and and Omaha. Phew,
and we
Omaha.
used to do some crazy ass shit.
Listen, that's a destination to talk about. We got to talk about Omaha sometime, but there's a lot of cool stuff to do in there. But anyways, so we go out with I decided to take these guys out in town.
All right,
go ahead and tell the story.
All right. So we go out and as we're going out, we're sitting there talking about where we're going to go. Sean was like, "Oh, I got to take you to this place. They got 130 beers. 130 beers." He's like, "I got to take you there, G, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Okay, first of all, I don't hardly even drink." But I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and go." So we go into this place, and Sean's all puffed up. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to have this Grolson, whatever. I don't know the hell it is." He had some
Grolsch.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
called Grolsch.
He had some kind of shit in some jar with a plug on it. And I'm like, I don't even know what the hell it was. But he sat there and he looked at me. He's like, "Gee, what kind of beer you want?" And I said, "I want Corona." "What? You can't have a Corona? What do you mean, Corona?" I was like, I'm sitting in this bar and here it is. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. "You come to a bar that's got 130 beers and you ask for a damn Corona." And I said,
it's like,
"I want one with lime."
It's like walking into a bar. You walk into a bar, you're walking into a buffet of beers, and you're thinking, "Hey, this is a good time and an opportunity to experiment, broaden your horizons. Like, check out and give me a type of beer that you like. We'll give you something that's you've never had before." No.
What kind of beer did I get?
Yeah, you get a Corona.
Yeah, I don't give in to peer pressure. So I got my damn Corona, man. So yeah, but I had to hear about it the whole time that he was drinking that shit, and it looked like mud that he was drinking. But anyway, so we go run around, go to a couple clubs, and then Sean was like, "Hey, G, we got to go over to this one place." And as we're walking over there, this young brother was outside, and he comes up there and he's like, "Hey, man, what you doing?" Right. And he looked at me and he said, "Hey, man, you got a light?" I said, "No, I ain't got no light."
No, he said you got to smoke.
"Oh, you got to smoke?"
You got to smoke?
He go, "You got to smoke?" I said, "No, I ain't got no smoke." He said, "Damn, you ain't nothing but a haircut."
And we all looked at him like, wait a minute. You ain't nothing but a haircut. All right. What the hell does that mean?
Now, let me tell you something. For all these years that me and him have been friends, all he says is, "You ain't nothing but a haircut."
That's right.
He still brings that up today.
Every birthday. I got to remind him.
And then we weren't done there. I'll tell you one more. We went to this little, we had to go to the strip club.
Yeah, we went to the strip club. That was we went to clubs all night long. Let me tell you, like Omaha at that time, we can go, there was after hour clubs. I mean, literally, I don't think we started walking back to the hotel till it was like 6 a.m., 6, 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we had a long.
It was a long.
We did. We had a long one. But that hey, you didn't say the part with the stripper.
No, I'm going to let you elaborate.
So we're sitting there and all these girls are coming over and they're trying to get money from me and Sean. We're like, "I'm giving no money."
Yeah.
And we're not being cheap. We're just not going to.
No, I mean, anybody that's ever been to a strip club, what's the game? The game is for them to try to get your money, right? So, I mean, we're not just going to give the money away. Like, what are you going to do for the money, right?
I'm going to go get my Corona.
Right. So Gary's getting Corona, and we're like, "Hey." So this gal comes over to us and she's like, what can I do to get you guys to give me some money? And I'm like, "I don't know. What can you do?"
Sean goes, "If you impress us, we will give you some money."
Right. And so what she do? She takes the right leg and she flips it up. Now she's sitting on the chair in front of us.
Yep.
And she takes that right leg and she flips that right leg up behind her back of her neck. And then she takes it to the left leg and flips that leg up behind the back of her neck.
And it started moving.
And now she starts gyrating in this chair. I don't know how she doesn't fall off the damn chair. And she's gyrating around and she's like, "Is this good enough?"
Sean goes, "Where you want us to put the money?"
It was only $1.
Oh my God.
But I figured at that point she had earned $1. I mean, I'd never seen anybody in my life flip both their legs behind their head.
I had to tell Nebraska, man, that was such a funny, such a funny story.
That whole night was just a memorable, crazy night.
And you ain't nothing but a haircut.
And yeah, you still are nothing but a haircut.
All right, what's our destination?
Destination, man. We're going to talk about Seattle this week. Seattle.
Washington.
Dude, Seattle is a cool destination on the West Coast that just has so much to offer. I mean, you got Pike's Market, you got the downtown city, the whole vibe of the place. It's got that really cool West Coast northern vibe.
Beautiful.
Super beautiful.
Yep.
If you get lucky to catch it on a non-rainy day, like, I mean,
you got to be damn lucky.
Yeah,
you got to be damn lucky because it's green.
Yeah, it is super green up there, and it is very wet,
spongy.
But they have so many things to offer. I mean, Seattle has, they have all the professional teams. They got that Inner Harbor there. They got the Pike's Fish Market, super famous, throwing the fish around in the market there. You got to go down there. One of my favorite things to do in Pike's Market is like I used to. They always sell dried flowers there. And these dried flowers, you can get a bunch of dried flowers. Like, I think it was like $30 and you get this bushel of dried flowers. You'd bring this home, man. They last for years. I mean, it was just a cool kind of like Seattle gift, and then, the first Starbucks there and all that stuff.
I think we've been at that same damn hotel for freaking years, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, we don't bounce around in too many hotels there. Like, we pretty much stay at those different, the same hotels in Seattle. But there's another cool thing. One time, like, I'm a big photographer. So one time I got on a layover. I decided I'm going to rent a car. So I took the whole day, asked the crew, hey, you want to go with me? I'm going to kick it around and go sightseeing around Seattle. Nobody wanted to go. I was by myself. So I'm kicking around Seattle and I go driving around, and I find this place up on Capitol Hill. And believe it or not, it is one of the number one places to photograph Seattle. And Seattle just has this huge hill that just goes right upside the hill city there. And at sunset, you're going to see there's going to be hundreds of people up in this park, and it's overlooking this Seattle, and everybody with cameras trying to take pictures of Seattle and the whole, you'll see Mount Rainier off in the distance. But that night I had a low moon in the sky. It was a perfect, golden evening, and it was just magical, man. But I got some of the best pictures of Seattle. I mean, just the iconic city skyline there with the Space Needle and everything. Just wow. But we got to talk food. Food in Seattle, there's everything to offer you can imagine. But one of my favorite that I have got to go to every time I go there, because this is one of my favorite restaurants in the world, is a restaurant called Din Tai Fung. I didn't say bing, bang, bong. I said Din Tai Fung. And for everybody that knows,
that 3 times fast.
Yeah, Din Tai Fung, Din Tai Fung, Din Tai Fung. And I'm going to tell you, everybody that knows this place, listen, number one Asian dumpling house in all of Asia. I'm talking about, you go abroad and you see this restaurant and this name, it's like, it's the shit, right? Like everywhere. If you get a chance to everyone, if you like dumplings, gyoza, stuff like that. Yeah. So this place, you go there, and there's I think right now, and I have to look this up, but I know of for sure that there's one in San Jose, California. There's one in Seattle. There's 2 in LA. And if you get anywhere close to this, you walk into this place, you'll see an army of these Asian people sitting around in white coats, all sitting in this thing in a big, huge glass box. And they're sitting there rolling and making dumplings by hand. And these are the things that you're going to be eating. Like, they're going to be boom, 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 make them right there, steam them up. I mean, you can't get any fresher. Yeah. It is unbelievable. Amazing. Din Tai Fung. It's right downtown Seattle.
Reminds me of like Cooperstown, Fukin Chinese.
Fukin Chinese.
They had a restaurant there. It was called
in Cooperstown?
Fukin Chinese.
Fukin Chinese.
Where are you going to go? Could you imagine being a kid? Where you want to go, Mom? I'm going to get some Fukin Chinese.
Yeah. I found this restaurant with another flight attendant. I would give a little shout out to Elaine. If you know Elaine, you know Elaine.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, we had found this restaurant at the same time on a layover, and it was out in California, and I have never stopped going back. I mean, anytime I can get even close to that, I will be at that restaurant. Number one.
He knows his food, man.
Dude.
All right, man. Listen, you're going to like this one. This quote definitely is going to fit me. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Because I sure as shit going to have to look at it that way because I was having a rough one this week, man.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Definitely having a rough week, bud. But
I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to pick it up and it's going to get a lot better. Looking forward to next week. Hey, you guys, thanks again. Had a great time this week, Sean.
Yeah, this has been a great time. I mean, we always we look forward to actually once a week sitting around laughing and telling stories and recouping what happened week to week.
I do like remembering some of our little bullshit stories that we had. Me and you running around though.
Well,
that one just flew in my head. That Nebraska just came in my head.
Yeah, it just kind of flashes back and takes us back into some good times, and it's great. But anyways, it's been fabulous.
And just remember this: if you're in a hotel room and you're putting your bag, make sure you stick that damn thing on the side of the wall and get this shit out of the way so you don't break your foot or you break your toe like I just did mine.
Yeah. Don't do a G.
Don't do a stupid thing like I did. All right, you guys. Anyway, you guys have
that
a great
might turn
week.
into a stain. Don't do a G.
You guys have a great week. We'll see you next time on Cabin Pressure.
We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening to Cabin Pressure with Sean and G. Please follow us on Facebook, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next week on Cabin Pressure.